May 2020 planetary transits for Gemini and Gemini rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Gemini on the ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin May 1st, 2020 with 2 planets in Capricorn in the 8th house sector, Jupiter at 26 degrees Capricorn and Pluto at 24 degrees of Capricorn, retrograde. The Sun is placed in the 12th house at 11 degrees of Taurus, along with the planet Uranus at 6 degrees, and the planet Mercury also at 6 degrees of Taurus. Venus is placed at 19 degrees of Gemini in the 1st house sector. Saturn is at 1 degree of Aquarius in the 9th house, along with the planet Mars at 21 degrees. Neptune is at 20 degrees of Pisces in the 10th house, and the Moon is in Leo at 15 degrees in the 3rd house sector. Overview. May 21st through May 30th birth dates. Sun in Gemini at 0 to 9 degrees. May 21st, 22nd, 23rd birthdays will receive a stabilizing trine aspect from transiting Saturn, moving through the sign of Aquarius from March 22nd until July 1st, 2020. However, the biggest news for this group is the planet Uranus in Taurus in conjunction to the sidereal sun of those born from May 21st through May 26th. Exciting changes are coming that will have the effect of liberating you from whatever has become oppressive in your life. Uranus Sun energy will bring people into your life that have the sign of Aquarius prominent in their charts or a strong Uranus or 11th house influence. The unique, the unusual, the innovative grabs your interest under Uranus, as well as those who live their life off the beaten track. Don't be afraid to experiment now. From May 12th through 31st, energizing Mars in Pisces in square gives you drive if you can keep your cool. May 31st through June 9th birth dates, Sun in Gemini at 10 degrees through 19 degrees. Mars will square the sidereal sun of June 5th through 9th births from May 1st through the 12th, meaning stay calm. June 7th, 8th, 9th birth will have Neptune exactitude square the Sun in 2020, although you have probably felt this energy over the past 18 months or so, especially if you're a very sensitive person. Your personal astrological chart will indicate the possible ways this energy may manifest in your life. Okay? If Sun and Neptune are afflicted in your birth chart, you're going to have issues, Neptunian issues to deal with. If the Sun and Neptune are harmoniously aspected in your birth chart, chances are you will experience the positive or the higher side of the Neptune energy. Generally speaking, it may bring a relationship with a Neptune type, someone who has this planet prominent in their chart, or the sign Pisces strongly placed, or even a very strong 12th house energy. Neptune may also bring the dissolution of a current relationship or the loss of a significant male figure in your life. This energy is deeply emotional and heartfelt, and potentially very creative. It is also profoundly spiritual and enhances whatever psychic aptitude may be present. May 31st through June 3rd births will feel energizing Mars in Pisces in square aspect from May 27th through the 31st, which is great. You'll have that extra energy to get the job done, as long as you can avoid the outbursts of temper, which tend to characterize Mars in square. okay? Mars in square wants to move faster and faster and faster, and the temperamental outbursts happen if they come up against blockage in the environment. And that's the nature of the square. Chances are they will come up against blockage in the environment that gets in the way of the forward motion that the Mars energy desires. Step back and deal with whatever blockage is going on and try to find the value in it. Maybe you do need to slow down right now. Maybe you're moving so fast that you're forgetting things, okay? The square aspect, which tends to slow you down, has its value if you look at it in a different way. June 5th through June 9th birthdays have transiting Pluto in an empowering trine aspect to their sidereal sun placements all of 2020. Career advancement is favored by this energy, as well as renewed health and well-being. Use this to implement a new diet and exercise regimen. June 10th through June 20th birth dates, Sun in Gemini at 20 degrees to 29 degrees. June 10th and 11th birthdays will feel Neptune square the Sun in 2020, so review the previous paragraph for a description of this energy. Keep in mind, Neptune rules infectious diseases, all right? I am not trying to frighten anyone. What I am saying, in effect, is do not become lax in self-care, okay? Do not let your guard down and stop disinfecting, washing your hands, or wearing a mask in public if there are people around. Everyone is going to get impatient with these restrictions, some more so than others. In your case, anyone feeling the Neptune vibration in high tension, which is what the square is, okay? You're the most vulnerable as long as this aspect is in effect. Does it mean it has to happen? No, of course not. What it's saying is be careful. Those of you born June 14th through 16th will have Saturn in Aquarius trying the sidereal sun placement from March 22nd through July 1st, and that's a stabilizing influence. June 10th through June 13th birthdays receive a positive boost from Jupiter in Capricorn, trine their sidereal sun placement for all of May of 2020. Both Mars in Aquarius and Mars in Pisces energize June 10th through 20th births all this month. Okay, those were the long-term aspects and how they are impacting the month of May. The long-term aspects are the more powerful aspects: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And we're working only here with the Sun and the sidereal sun placements. Of course, this is not a personalized chart. I don't have in front of me your Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, ascendant, midheaven degrees. We're working with what we have. Now we're going into the day-to-day aspects. These aspects are not as dramatic or powerful, but they do impact your state of mind and your mood for a time. And usually the time frame is anywhere from a few hours to the whole day that they're in effect, depending on the planet we're looking at. I think it's important from day to day to know how your mood is being impacted by energies. Okay, again, planetary energies affect your state of mind for a time. They affect your mood for a time. And it's sort of like if you don't actually go looking for these energies, you'll miss them. But awareness is always better, okay? On May 3rd, Venus square Neptune between houses 1 and 10 is an aspect of deception resulting in confusion. The information you receive on the mental plane may be at odds with what your gut feelings are telling you about a situation. On another level, do not permit any news you receive to activate your inherent fears. Your imagination may be in overdrive. The planet Mercury conjuncts the Sun on May 4th in your 12th house, bringing the possibility of good news that serves to alleviate some inner fears or worries you may have. May 7th brings the full moon, 6:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 17 degrees of Scorpio in opposition to the Sun at 17 degrees of Taurus, spanning houses 6 and 12, highlighting work relationships, the job environment, diet, health, and the body-mind connection. Use this energy to explore how repressed worries and fears may be aggravating your health and well-being. The planet Neptune at 20 degrees of Pisces is aspecting this full moon harmoniously by trine and sextile, along with Mercury in Taurus at 20 degrees, making a conjunction and opposition. Inner search, psychological and spiritual analysis may yield valuable insights under the illumination of this full moon. On May 9th, under Mercury trine Pluto, and on May 10th, under Mercury trine Jupiter, between houses 12 and 8, communicate with partners on issues of joint finances and jointly held assets. These energies favor positive outcomes through resolution. The Sun in the 12th house, sextile Neptune in the 10th, on May 10th, is a sensitive and spiritual vibration that brings a feeling of safety and hidden support from unseen divine influences. Also on May 10th, the planet Saturn turns retrograde at 1 degree of Aquarius. Mercury square Mars on May 10th or 11th, depending on your location, between houses 12 and 9 is a frictional energy. Care is needed in how you communicate with others. Avoid harshness. On May 11th, the planet Mercury enters Gemini and moves into your first house. On May 12th, Mars enters Pisces and moves into your 10th house. The planet Venus turns retrograde on May 13th at 21 degrees of Gemini, and Jupiter turns retrograde on May 14th at 27 degrees of Capricorn. May 15th brings the Sun trine Pluto between houses 12 and 8, favoring intimate relationships and sharing on the emotional level. Sun trine Jupiter on May 17th, also between houses 12 and 8, is a lucky vibration that favors gratuities coming to you from other people or other sources. On May 20th, a retrograde Venus square Neptune between houses 1 and 10 could indicate receiving communication from an old love or business associate from your past. It could open up buried feelings and emotions. Protect yourself and don't believe everything you hear. Also on May 20th, the Sun enters Gemini and moves into your first house. May 22nd brings the new moon, 1:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 2 degrees of Gemini in the first house, highlighting personal goals and plans over the month ahead. Since the first house rules your appearance, creating a new look may also be a possibility. May 22nd is action-packed with 3 aspects that all indicate a focus on communication with all your important connections, both national and global. Sun trine Saturn between houses 1 and 9, and Mercury conjunct Venus in the first indicate favorable and harmonious business discussions that lead to greater productivity. An excellent day for meetings. Under Mercury square Neptune, however, some confusion is inevitable, usually due to not having all the facts upon which to base a decision. Best bet is to wait until you have greater clarity. Mars sextile Uranus on May 25th between houses 10 and 12 is a freedom aspect, meaning chances are you'll be in the mood to break out, break free, and get away from routine duties and responsibilities. Since this energy involves Uranus, the urge for something different may translate into looking for stimulation off the beaten track. Let the fresh air into your life to restore greater inner balance and harmony.